Today we'll be painting this fairy in acrylics and pastels. This is a time-lapse video. But if you want to see the 60-minute full tutorial in real time, I'll be posting that in an online course that I've been working on. I'll give you a little bit more details in just a bit. I like to paint and I make videos about it, hopefully to inspire you, unlock your creativity. If you like the sound of that, consider subscribing. So grab your coffee or tea and let's get into it. So I'm going to start with covering the background with a gray acrylic paint. And when the paint is dry, I'm going to retrace over my sketch. I actually prefer to do it this way. Not to say that I don't ever sketch directly on the canvas, but sketching on a separate piece of paper first just gives you the option to change the sketch. It's just less stressful, and then when you're really happy with your outline, sketching it right directly on the canvas is just much quicker and easier. Once I have my sketch traced out, I do go over it with a pastel color, and because this is a very fast-paced tutorial, I won't go into all the details, but I'm really excited to let you know that I have finally prepared a full tutorial on painting my pixies in acrylic paint. I've been getting a lot of requests on my Instagram of how I paint my pixies in acrylic paint, and although I do have some tutorials on my YouTube channel, I don't go into like step-by-step real-time detail because that would just take way too long, and on YouTube I don't think anybody wants to watch over an hour worth of footage. So I'm giving you the opportunity to take my full tutorial online course that I have prepared of this exact fairy. Let me just take a moment to explain the course and then we'll continue with this tutorial. So in my course, I take you step by step. I tell you about all the art supplies that I use. It is in real time and we paint the fairy together. I even provide you with the outline that you can download and trace onto your canvas, and it's a lot of fun. Although I absolutely love creating free content on YouTube and on Instagram, unfortunately, it doesn't pay for my cappuccino, and you know I love a good cappuccino. So Skillshare is a great place for me to really give you more value. I can answer your questions, and I really go into detail on the products and art supplies that I use, and you really see all my secrets, and it's a lot more in depth. If you want to support me as an artist and want to learn all my techniques, please go over to Skillshare and join my class. So while you're pondering whether to take my class or not, I will still show you more or less my process here. So let's move on. What I'm showing you here is that I also test out my colors before I put the paint on the canvas. So my sketch, I usually try to imagine, okay, what colors will work well together, and this is a great way for me to test the color combinations before I actually use them on my canvas, because as we all know, once we started painting on canvas, yes, it is just paint. Yes, you could go over it with gesso and repaint it, but it's a huge time saver just to do like a practice paint sketch, I guess you can call it, and then from there you can decide whether you like the color combination or not. It's just a great way to see your color combinations and how your painting is going to look more or less before starting your project. Okay, so I am working on the eyes and I love working in layers. I use small strokes, I go back and forth. On this little pixie, I did decide to have gray eyes just because I'm going to keep her hair gray, and I also like her to have rosy cheeks, and I just think for this pixie I really love the combination of grays, pinks, whites, and I really tried just to stick with a few colors. I always tend to go overboard, but what I have found that sometimes less is more, and so in this case I'm really trying to be good here and just stick to a few colors. So here I'm still working on the eyes, and I'm adding some angelic highlights around her eyes and in her eyes, and I just love working on eyes. I don't know what it is. They're just so much fun. And they're most difficult, actually. Now, maybe you have seen this on my Instagram. I did post a very quick video of how I painted the eyelashes on her, and I'm just showing you again very quickly. Even this is a lot of fun, but it does take a steady hand and a lot of practice. And pixies wouldn't be pixies with pouty lips and a cute button nose. And I love putting flowers in her hair. These are very figurative, abstract. I don't really know the name, but I just love the look of, detail with a little bit of abstract. And I love butterflies, and of course she needs to have a butterfly somewhere in there, so I decided just to keep the hair quite simple. At first I thought I was gonna have like black hair, and I thought no, maybe pink hair, and then in the end when I saw her face come alive, I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna stick with the gray, sort of just focus on her face and keep her hair gray. And I just love this part. I've somehow become a glitter Yoda. One of my followers has officially named that, so I'm officially going to call myself the glitter Yoda. Yes. So this is the technique I use. I'll show it more in my course. A big shout out to all my new subscribers, and love and kisses to my old ones. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Please comment below if you would like to see more paintings in acrylic, or you prefer watercolor. I'm very curious to know, so please comment below what you prefer, acrylic or watercolor. And don't forget to check out the links in my description.